Hey, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world today. April 13th, the month is halfway over. Your taxes are due come April 18th, right? Just figured I'd throw that reminder out there. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Third Eye TRG, Michael Phillips. And I have a crazy story here for you guys today. If you guys, you may have heard about this situation that occurred in a Brooklyn subway station in which a man named Frank Robert James shot 10 people, injured over 20. Okay. Injured over 20. Luckily, the people that have been shot are in good and stable condition. But I have to say that there were signs that this guy was unhinged. Okay. Hey, Centel, baby. How are you, babe? Hey, Concealed Ringleader. Good to see you guys. Again, there were signs. Okay. There were signs. Now, I'd like to show you really quickly. Okay. And actually, let me go ahead and mute this. It used to be that only white people did stuff like this. And I'm not being prejudiced, okay? I'm just saying, back in the day, right? And of course, this is Mr. Frank Robert James, okay? His mugshot, okay? But this is him being arrested. They perp walked him. I just have to throw this out here, but damn, dude, you're like a double D bra there. Not that that matters, but I just had to say that. You're looking at an unhinged man who is full of hate. I'm not going to sit up here and say that this man is mentally ill. He hasn't been evaluated yet. But one thing I will say is this man is full of hate. This man had an entire plan, okay? An entire plan. And we're going to talk about it here. And although his YouTube channel was terminated by Google, it's kind of funny how that happens, right? You got people up here that are threatening to kill people all the time, but somehow their channels are still standing. I've never understood that. But I'll tell you one thing. I've been on a roll reporting videos like nobody's business for another reason. You guys, you have to be really careful with people out here that stalk. And this man here was a clear, like, stalker type, unhinged, full of hate. You got to be careful of these stalkers. You cannot underestimate someone who stalks you and your family. All I will say is if you are legal, get a gun. There's no reason in my personal opinion, especially being a woman that lives alone, I have to have a gun because I'm a woman that lives alone. And that's very important because if someone ever breaks in my home, I've got to have a way to protect myself. And a gun is the best way to do it because I don't have to be close up. But I say that because I just felt like it was important to say that to those of you that have older family members, things like that. You've got crazy weirdos like this out here. Okay, this guy decided that he would go to the subway, okay, and he would shoot it up, okay, period. Check this out.
We don't give a could care less. And that's why we should be exterminated. That's why we should be off.
Completely unhinged, absolutely nuts, okay? Absolutely nuts. Now, I want to show you some additional things, and then we're going to get into the details of how he was caught. Looks like some of the videos don't have sound. Not sure why. Maybe Twitter intentionally removed the sound. Not sure. But it looks like they did. Looks like Twitter intentionally removed the sound. And I'm okay with that because all it is just unhinged, okay? Now, Frank Robert James is 62 years old. He attacked the Manhattan-bound N train at 36th Street Station in Sunset Park on April 12th, yesterday. He injured 23 people, including 10 who suffered gunshot wounds, okay? I'm going to put his image up while I read off to you how he was caught, etc. Okay, and then I've got some other video that I want to show you. Now, can you believe that this guy actually called Crime Stoppers on himself? And I can tell you that right now, terror-related charges are expected. Okay? They are expected. Now, hold on just 1 second here. For some reason, my sound isn't working properly. I did some driver updates yesterday that maybe, but I'm not sure. Now, James rented a U-Haul van that is linked to the attack. He had also posted rambling conspiracy Latin, messages that were just completely unhinged. Okay, completely unhinged. This madman who turned a New York commute into a bloody terror when he allegedly opened fire inside a crowded subway car, even called Crime Stoppers on himself Wednesday morning. Then he calmly went for an afternoon stroll through the East Village. So a call comes into Crime Stoppers, and the guy says, quote, I think you're looking for me. I'm seeing my picture all over the news, and I'll be around this McDonald's. This was the bizarre moment that Frank James called the cops on themselves. Quote, so the unit responds and he's not at the McDonald's. So they start driving around and they see a man who fits his description. When they take him into custody, they find his Wisconsin driver's license. Now, a couple of eagle-eyed New Yorkers who also called 911 after they spotted James sauntering through the East Village, where he briefly sat down at an outdoor dining shed. It's like he wanted to be caught. Now, the NYPD swooped in shortly after, put him in handcuffs, and federal prosecutors wasted absolutely no time charging James, age 62, with terror-related offenses for firing 33 rounds on a Manhattan-bound North train Tuesday morning, leaving 10 people with gunshot wounds and another 19 injured in a mass shooting that shocked an already rattled city that's been reeling from a citywide crime surge. Let me show you a video here. Now, there's no sound. Don't know why. Actually, let me check my audio.
Do this, Frank.
There it goes. Sorry, guys. Let's go back. Let's listen to the audio. Sorry about that. That was a setting on my part. Let's do it.
Frank, why'd you shoot all those people? Why'd you shoot all those people, Frank? Frank, were you planning
Look at
this
him.
long? Are you guilty? Are you innocent? Why'd you do this, Frank?
Suspicious. Push it. Push.
Hi, how are you? What is your name?
I'm good. My name is Zach.
I was working inside the store, and I was doing security cameras inside, and I see the guy, he walking from the screen, I see him from the cameras, so I thought, oh shit, this guy, let me call the police, and I call him, and we catch him.
Zach, you are a hero, thank you so much.
No problem.
We
try
thank you.
to like make the people safe always, because the people is nice, the life is nice, you know?
Thank you, Zach.
From leaku.com. Shout out to Zach. You are a hero. You caught him. Thank you for your fast replies, your fast responses. As you can see, they've got him cuffed up like nobody's business. Okay, look at him. It's escorted out of the 9th Precinct Wednesday. But there was warning signs. There were clear warning sign. Now, here is the suspect, Frank James, seen entering the train station before the attack. He even disguised himself, okay? He even disguised himself. Let me take this banner off, okay? He even disguised himself. Now, this attack again injured 29 people. 10 people were shot. Again, this is cops are still determining how he managed to escape after this attack. This is him escaping the subway. Okay. Police located a U-Haul connected to a credit card that was found at the scene with him driving in it. Okay. This is the U.S. Attorney's indictment against James, showing his attempt to file off the serial numbers from the gun that he allegedly used in this attack. He didn't do a very good job, though, did he? Another image. And he is likely to be charged with with terrorist-related attacks. Happy birthday, Shadow. I see Centel. So happy birthday, Third Eye. Today's my wheelchair birthday. It made a year today. It's called Shadow Demon. I got the Hellcat Demon logos on it. Congratulations to you, Third Eye. Much love to you. All right, now this is a scene from the attack. People are seen fleeing after this madman opened fire on the North Train in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Okay. This is, people running for their lives. Okay. Will this be a turning point for mental health? Is he mentally ill? Or is he just crazy? Meaning sometimes, guys, just because you may be mentally ill, right, doesn't mean that you have the right to shoot over 20 people. I'm sorry, but in the way that I feel about things, okay, I just feel like people use, mental illness as an excuse. Now, let's see. Subway suspect Frank James once posted a chilling video from a packed train. He once posted this chilling video from another packed Big Apple subway train, slowly pointing his finger at passengers as if picking out targets. Look how he's pointing at them. Let's try this again. He's on a subway train and he's pointing at people as if they're targets. Why? Then I hear him saying suicide. Okay. I hear him talking a lot of shit. Okay.
Every time
Hold
you
on
see
a
this
second.
logo, think about one thing. All of your work.
Okay. Look at this. Frank James posts a photo of dozens of bullets with the caption, quote, "Nothing says fuck you better than some of these fuck you." Frank James once posted a chilling video from another packed Big Apple subway train. He went by the handle of Prophet of Truth 88, and I'm going to do some investigating on that because YouTube can't possibly be the only place he posted. Then, of course, he ranted about Mayor Eric Adams. Matter of fact, let me document these names. Oops. Okay. Let me document this because I will be doing some investigation on these names, and I'm sure the police will be too. But the thing about it is social media investigators are pretty damn good. Look at this. In August 2020, Frank James posted a disturbing photo of a blue body bag on a gurney saying, "This is your place." He had every intention. One of his last Facebook posts before Tuesday's carnage. Hold on a second. One of the last Facebook posts before Tuesday carnage was a photo of a man pointing a gun straight at the camera, which he shared Friday. Another post this month showed the bloodied gun-carrying hand of the assassin from the video game Hitman Absolution, about a killer hunted by cops for pursuing redemption in a corrupt and twisted world. Guys, it's not real, okay? This is the internet, and there are so many of you that are stuck in virtual reality. It's not real. For God's sakes. Additional photos. And he was initially named a person of interest again in his disguise. And look at this police presence. Look at that. And now my understanding is he also threw smoke grenades. Okay. You can see the blood on the floor. And again, there's nothing graphic there. Viewer discretion is absolutely advised. Let me go ahead and make sure I put that up, that banner. Viewer discretion is advised. So don't come trying to flag me because you act like you've never seen blood before. Okay. Have you ever cut your finger? I know I cut mine really bad yesterday. He also shared an image of controversial late Nation of Islam leader Elijah Muhammad using his preferred title as the Messenger of Allah. Other posts show him celebrating Black Power leaders like Angela Davis, Malcolm X, and James more than 30 years ago wearing a t-shirt of the soon-to-be slain Black nationalist leader holding a weapon. Other photos showed that he was angry about rising gas prices, posting a photo of someone paying $50 while expressing homophobia. Listen, I just paid $105 to fill my truck up just yesterday. Okay. So $50 to me, whatever. Okay. Tons of photos. Okay. Tons of photos. Now, I'd like to go into Twitter at this point. We weren't able to hear before, but that is because I didn't have the sound proper. Okay. Let's hear some of this.
With that African name, that she would be married to a white man. One of my subscribers brought that to my attention. Yeah. Our black sister, Supreme Court Justice, power to the people, is married to a fucking white man. You see this fucking picture? I don't believe this shit. Oh, God. Wait a minute. This is the motherfucker right there. There he is. Right. White man. Black sister. Kentanjate, motherfucker name. Married to a white man. I had no idea with that African name that she would be married to a white man. One of my subscribers brought that to my attention. Yeah. Our black sister, Supreme Court Justice, power to the people, is married to a fucking white man.
You know, can I just say something really quick? Okay. You know how hard it is being a woman of mixed race in America? I ain't even gonna lie to you. Number one, I've never been attracted to white men ever. My attraction is to black men, no question about that. I don't know if it has something to do with my father, and how, I don't know, but I just don't have an attraction. But I noticed there is a trend of black women marrying white men. But here's the thing. Many years ago, when I lived in Washington State, that was commonplace. Not only that, you'd see Asian men married to black women. Okay. Very, very different, very odd, right? But different than what we're used to down here in the South. Mostly here in the South, you'll see black men with white women, right? And, I just want to say something. One of the reasons why I'm so intimidated by even trying to ever date again after going through a divorce, because see, there's this thing about people or black women having an issue with black men being with a woman who is not fully black. It's not like I can help how I was born, right? I can't help that. I'm a mixed woman. And I, 50-50. And what the things that come across my mind is, would a man even want to date me knowing that I'm mixed, knowing that I'm not fully black, right? Because it may disappoint his family, right? It may disappoint his friends because he's not marrying a black woman. He's not with a black woman. He's with a woman who's mixed. But the thing is, I can't help that. Just like you can't help that you're the color that you are. But I am, I had no idea she was married to a white man, which kind of does change things just a little bit, but whatever floats your boat, right? But that could never be me. I may never get married again. I would love to have a really good friend, someone that, I care about, and someone who cares about me just as much as I care about them. And there's been a lot of talk going around about men leading and all this sort of a thing, what's his name? God, what is that guy's name? Can't think of it, but he said something about, black men should lead their home, and the woman needs to cook and cater to her man. Well, let me tell you something. I'm of the old school. I'm a 44-year-old woman, and I do come from the old school. And whether my religious beliefs are what they are, I'm spiritual to a certain extent, and I do believe that I do believe in some of the principles of the Bible. I ain't even going to lie to you, and I do believe that a man should lead. A man should lead not only his household, but a man should lead his wife. And that's just how I feel about it. And I feel like with a man leading his wife and leading his household and being the patriarch of his home, it allows the woman to be the matriarch of her home. As long as that man is respectful to that woman, and as long as that man loves that woman and treats that woman with the utmost respect and isn't walking around disrespecting the hell out of her just because he feels he's the leader of his family, like that doesn't mean disrespect a bitch, right? It means, lead out of love. And I just wanted to say that because there seems to be, there's this thing where, I catch it all the time, right? They call me the white lady. I even have t-shirts, right? With white lady on the front. And I've sold several. But I'm not white. And, I've never even met a mixed guy, and I've never even dated a mixed guy in my life. And I don't know. I have my preference, but more so than anything, there's nothing better to me than a strong man who leads by example, someone you can get advice from. Some women look to, I think I'll leave it alone at this point, but that's my opinion of the matter. That's just my opinion. And I think part of the problem in America today is the women want to wear the pants in the relationships, and they don't want to allow their men to lead. And if they allowed their men to lead, maybe their relationships would be a little bit better, don't you think? Like, I'm just saying. There's a reason why relationships are so fucked up, because women always want to try to tell the man what to do. Now, there's nothing wrong with talking to a man, expressing how you feel to a man. And if that man really loves you, right, even though he is the leader, he'll actually listen to your advice too. And, to be getting into middle age, I ain't gonna say I'm middle age, okay? I'm not gonna sit up here and say that, to being a 44-year-old woman, but I would never date a man younger than me. I'm not a MILF, okay? I feel like sex is better with an older man because he's experienced. All right. I'm just talking here. I don't want some 23-year-old bouncing, on top of me for 2 and 3 hours straight. Are you kidding me? I'm looking for someone who can be very loving and can portray love towards me, not bouncing up and down inside of me for 3 straight fucking hours. So, you know what I'm saying? Because then I'm not going to be able to walk for the next 2 days. I'm just saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all have had sex before, right? When you were younger, and it ain't even just the women. A man wants to bounce up and down on you and shit, like, oh, I'm fucking this pussy, right? Oh, I'm getting this pussy. But really, nah, man, it just feels the same. Like, women are pleased in a different way, right? Sex is great, but even a man's penis gets sore after bouncing up and down on a woman for 2 or 3 hours straight, okay? I'm just keeping it a stack. And I feel like older men are more mature. They got their shit together, and they have experienced life. And believe me, the shit that I've been through in my life, okay, career, brain tumor that I'm still dealing with even now, okay, I'm preaching, Centel. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Who the fuck? I'm 44 years old. You think I want some 25-year-old bouncing in and out of me for 2 goddamn hours straight? No, thank you. Okay. If he wants to lick and, but nah, you're not about to bounce in and out of me like that. Nah, man. And it's hard to describe, but I feel like, an older man, there's a lot of reasons why. Okay. And just kind of speaking to things like even, I'll even say this, I got with, my husband when I was literally, 17, 18 years old, my ex-husband. Okay. My ex-husband. Okay. And, the only man that I was ever with my entire adult life. Like, I'm not the type of bitch, okay? I know some of you guys, y'all can't go without sex, but I'm not the type of bitch where I'm about to lay down with 1 million fucking men, okay? Some of y'all women, y'all trip me out. Y'all trip me the fuck out. And no, I don't sell my body for sex. Never have, never will. Never fucking will. Disgusting, okay? But I'm just talking shit right now, okay? But it is so difficult to find a good man out here these days. It really is. It's so hard. It's difficult. I don't know if that's something I'll ever find, because honestly, even the first man that I was with was a sorry sack of shit, right? This ex-husband of mine, just a sorry sack of shit, right? Just a sorry sack of shit. But I'm not going to sit up here and talk too bad about him. But believe me, I'd tell him that to his fucking face. I would. I think, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it at that. But just know that all the hurtful things that you ever did to me, your karma will come, and I'm not waiting on it. It is what it is. But let me tell you something. I couldn't be more happier in my life. And if I ever meet someone, a caring person, I'm the type of bitch, I got to take things slow, and don't think you're going to lay me down in the first date. Okay. I don't get down like that either. I don't get down like that either, man. Okay. When I met my ex-husband, I made his ass wait for a few months before he got some of these goods, okay? It's just, I know I'm talking shit right now, and I have no idea why I'm even saying any of this during, me talking about this. But I guess the picture of the white man with the black woman sort of made me think. And one of the things that kind of I think about, I ain't even going to lie, is that if I do meet someone that I really like, okay, someone who's strong, who's a leader, that sort of a thing. My thing is, would I even be accepted because I'm mixed? That's the question, But it is what it is, right? Anyway, enough of that. I'm done talking about that. I done with it. And by the way, I have been, striking channels left and right. So if I haven't given you permission to use any of my content, don't do it, because I will strike you. And I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you for 3 different strikes. There's one you don't know about. Actually, there's 4 you don't know about. Shout out to Track. I won't be explaining Track anymore, but that has a little bit to do with it. Okay. And it's going to affect you in your future career as a YouTuber as well. Listen to you. If you add your 2 4s together and your age, you get 8. Wheelchair sex and a lot of Gatorade, really? So wheelchair sex is good? Third eye? I've never had wheelchair sex. So like I said, my whole adult life, you know, I had all 3 of my children. I was with the same man for, you know, over 20 years. You know, I don't believe in whoring around. I just don't. But anyway, guys, I want to show a photo of this man, and it's kind of interesting that Frank showed this photo. This is Malachi. He killed 10 police officers in Dallas, and he is considered a martyr. So is a man named Gavin. Okay. He was, the police couldn't handle him, and they blew him up with the bomb in the Dallas Public Library. And then these pussy police decided to put his dead body on the internet. But yet, if we, you know, if we were to put the dead bodies of the people that Xavier shot, right, it'd be a problem. But they did it to him. So I've always felt a certain kind of way about that. And again, many would consider him a martyr. And I will refrain from my opinion on that. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just that I have a career and I can't really express my opinion on these things.
Slam the door, like, you know, try to slam it in my face. Yeah, fuck you and your. Yeah, fuck you too. You see that shit all day, every day. You know, you see that shit all day, every day. White motherfucker gonna slam the door, like, you know, try to slam it in my face. Yeah, fuck you and your white ass too, you white racist motherfucker. They had to put that in for good luck. I don't get, listen, yeah, white racist motherfuckers, yeah, they do exist. They do fucking exist. Look at me, motherfucker, and they hate your guts too. Slant-eyed fucking piece of shit.
Wow.
All that shit you do in Vietnam, they not your fucking friend. They ain't your fucking friend, nigga. You're something less than human to them. You better get that in your fucking thick skull. Oh, I ain't not black. This guy, see? Motherfucker.
You guys, dude had issues, okay? Serious issues. And it's like hate took him over. It's just hate. And you know, and it's very sad, to say the very least. Not to mention the fact he's got double D tits, okay? So that's pretty sad too. Maybe even F's, I don't know. But listen, guys, I'm out of here. I've got a lot going on. I've got to take care of. I'm about to get up out of here. I've got some planning that I'm working on. I've decided to cancel my Amsterdam trip for right now. The Netherlands has made it a little bit more difficult to get in, and I just don't feel like dealing with that. So I'm planning. I'm trying to find something else that I can do. It's kind of weird because all of these people, all these trips, they try to make you pay for 2 people, right? Because mostly it's husbands and wives and families, but it's just me. I don't want to pay for 2 people. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know if you guys have any ideas. I was sort of thinking of maybe Maui. I was thinking about maybe Mykonos. I could fly out to Mykonos, get a nice room. Maui would be beautiful. It's time for me to do something. I plan on taking either a 1 to 2 week vacation. And I even thought about going to Maine. I love Maine. Maine is beautiful, especially this time of year. And Washington State is beautiful. And to be honest with you, I don't know if you guys have ever rode down Route 1 from Washington State through Oregon into Northern California. It is the most gorgeous, beautiful thing, ride, scenery you will ever see in your life. It's beautiful. So, there's a lot going on in my life. And I'm looking to buy a home, cash money. I don't want a mortgage. There will be no mortgage. And I'm looking at a few homes. I may have to fix them up, but that's okay. Some of them don't really need much fixing up. Depends on where I buy, but I'm a country girl. And I would much prefer to live in the country than in the city. Honestly, I would love to live in the city so I could be closer to my family, but I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pay $300,000 or $400,000 for a house, the same type of house that I can get in the country for 50 to 100. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, now that I've shared enough of my life with you guys, I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to give, though, really quick, a special shout out to Centel. Gloria as well, but specifically Centel. Not to mention none of you guys, Heaven Sent, all you other guys, Third Eye, Gloria, Max, Garcia, my troll Max. Don't get mad at me, Max. I do have nothing but love for you. Michael Phillips, TRG, right? But I want to give a shout out to Centel. Centel has been with me since 2017. It's 2022. I've had from the very first day that I started this channel when I had 4 subscribers. Centel became a moderator then. He's been a moderator ever since. Centel, you want to talk about loyalty? That's somebody who's loyal. Okay? Period. And although, I love Queen's Throne, shout out to Queen's Throne, shout out to Concealed Ringleader. Centel, I need you to check that email. But Centel means the world to me. So does Queen's Throne and Concealed Ringleader. But there's nothing like having a moderator who has your back. Centel has been attacked by multiple people out here. And he's never blamed me for that. And he was just recently even attacked and doxxed over there by the lie seeker over there, right? The one who's sitting over there trying to wave a white flag. And my thing is this, period. You take all those videos down first. You don't get the honor or the privilege to put all that bullshit up and then ask everybody else to take their shit down, and you're the one that started it. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. Yeah, there is also, I looked into the UK, and of course, as part of my Amsterdam trip. The thing is, if you test positive trying to come back to the United States, you may not get in. So yeah, lots of things going on. So I decided against it. But shout out to Heaven Sent as well. Much love, babe. I will reach out to you, I promise. But I'm very proud of the team that I have. They're all loyal. And I don't have to worry about some weirdo trying to destroy my relationships with the people that have been around me for all these years, just so that they can turncoat anyway. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. And I don't give a fuck about what team you think you put together. Again, as I said yesterday, when you dig a grave for me, you better dig one for yourself. because I will never go down without a fight. I guess you don't know who you're fucking with. You're talking to a bitch who managed to do some of the most amazing things in this world. We're talking career-wise, everything with just a GED, raising children at a young age, buying my first home by the age of 30. You know, like I could go on and on about all the accomplishments that I've made and that I've had. And you know, something else too, that I just have to say this individual is so concerned with my ex marriage, right? My ex-husband, right? Why don't you call him up, girl? Like serious, call him up, do your thing, girl. And you tell me how good of a man he is, bitch. You tell me. But really, like, what's up with all them black eyes that you got, bitch? Are you still selling that puss and getting your head knocked off, bitch? Because frankly, it's like this. I don't give a fuck what energy you say this, what energy you say that, what you're going to do, what you should have been on your content, frankly. Bitch, you have been stalking me since last year. So now I don't give a fuck. So fuck you, okay? Fuck you and fuck everything that you motherfucking stand for. And that's my saying. That's my saying. I came up on here years ago saying that, and I meant it. So anyway, I'm done with it. Shout out to everybody. We've been here for 55 minutes now. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, but I wanted to give a special thank you to Centel, the love of my life, my moderator. And here's something funny. I have to tell this, every time, Centel. For the first year and a half, I thought Centel was a woman. Y'all, he didn't even try to correct me. I was calling Centel a woman, all that type of shit, right? But he didn't even try to correct me. And his sister Gloria is one of the most beautiful women that I know. And I love her to pieces as well. Those are the only two people aside from Queen's Throne and Third Eye and Heaven Sent that I speak to behind the scenes, period. And really, it's mostly done on Discord, mostly. I love you guys. And thank you, Third Eye, for being Team Leak, Team Interloper Nation. Now I'm trying to figure out how to fix that Interloper Nation thing. I was running around here talking about Centel. She's so beautiful. Centel's a whole goddamn man. Oh man, very handsome man. And can strip his ass off. Okay, used to be. I don't know. He used to be a stripper, right? And I know he doesn't care if I say that. But Centel, oh baby, he gets down. Okay, all the men want Centel. Okay, every single one of them. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Much love to everybody. I will catch y'all next time. And I do have some amazing announcements. I'm just kind of waiting. If you don't stop, you leave my Gloria alone. Love you, big puss. Anyway, there's going to be some changes being made to all my channels. You may have noticed there's even more. We have one called Leak You Receipts. Encourage you to go check it out. All receipts will be posted there. And listen, straight up, okay? Centel, Gloria, those, and Third Eye. Third Eye manages my Interloper Nation channels. Centel and Gloria manage my Leak You brand channels, which really is kind of Interloper Nation too. But I just want you guys to know there's going to be some changes coming, moderators being added, that sort of a thing to my new channels. And you guys are too much. But we are about to take things to the next level. And I do mean the next level. I have never, I was monetized once on this channel, and Lady Snoop lied on me and said I had a gun pointed at her in the video, and my monetization was taken away. And the other thing I want to say too is when did me and this weirdo stalker bitch fall out behind Lady Snoop? Lady Snoop had absolutely nothing to do with what's going on between you and I, bitch. So stop lying on me. Okay. Now I'm going to stop addressing you losers. I'm going to start acting like the blogger and the seasoned blogger that I am. Because all you guys do is just repeat yourself. You lie. Then you expect somebody to try to like speak to your lies. I don't have time for that shit. Get a life. Get a fucking life. Get some content. That's all I can say. And I'm out. Much love, guys.